Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon update. America was attacked, invaded. It was an act of war. Was it a nuke? A dirty bomb? A terrorist incursion? Kinda. It was a balloon.
This is Chinese Navy. Leave immediately.
That's right. The Chinese government flew a surveillance balloon over America. It traversed the country for a week. And then was shot down over the ocean off of South Carolina. The Chinese have been infiltrating us for years. The Chinese said it was a weather balloon. It just needed to see what the weather was directly over our nuclear missile base in Montana, which I'm sure is just a coincidence. The balloon also flew over a couple U.S. bases. Again, total coincidence. The balloon came over the Aleutian Islands and then came over Canada, then crept its way into U.S. airspace. When asked about the balloon, Joe Biden had a comment.
There it is.
And here he is on the way to the press conference. And here is response to the Chinese leader.
So long, boys!
Now, let's be clear. China has satellites watching us, spies at Mar-a-Lago, and they've been watching us shuffle step and do plank stands for years on TikTok. They have all our information, but we do have common ground with the Chinese. They also think Andrew Tate is a douchebag. But why a balloon? I mean, is it really evil? Is Xi just a psycho birthday clown trying to lure America into a van? Again, we're already in the van. But at least we know how to use paper towels to grow avocados. The GOP flipped out, claiming Biden wouldn't shoot down the balloon. It's Hunter's balloon from China, they said. Joe Biden can't protect us from a balloon. How is he going to protect us from taking our gas stoves and the 4 trans athletes that are ruining girls' badminton? Of course, the GOP didn't mention that the Trump administration let 3 Chinese balloons into U.S. airspace and did absolutely nothing. So, yeah. All right, so what happened? Well, Biden didn't want to shoot it down because it was the size of 3 school buses and was carrying a semi-truck full of surveillance equipment. So what they did was they didn't want to kill anyone. But that didn't stop Joe Biden because he is the badass president. He finally sent in the team, flying F-22 Raptors, the highest tech fighter plane in the world, and they shot down a balloon. We used a $216 million fighter plane, which shot down a $400,000 missile to protect the freedom of every American. And here is dramatic footage of the strike on this vicious and dangerous Chinese weapon.
All right, you assholes, up yours!
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon update. Like, what happened? Did the Chinese really, blow all their income? All right, all we got left is balloon. We're going to send a balloon. We can't fly the airplane. Can't afford gas anymore. Why? Because COVID's killing everybody. God! Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. That was the Armageddon update. God, they're getting funnier. I'd like to thank Ken Hylinder for doing that. With me, as always, the lovely Bombshell and the amazing Ken Hylinder.
What's up, people?
There could be only one.
It was weird to I didn't even know what was going on this time with the Chinese balloon. All of a sudden,
Chinese balloon just
it was
sounds
awesome.
Does that sound like a band?
That is a band
By the way,
I would go to see.
That's a
Please
weirdly
welcome.
cool. We're Chinese balloon. What? You never know what we're doing. You don't know what we're up to.
You know, we usually do our band intro. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Well, that one I really want to do, but I want to do it differently, but I'm going to refrain. I just need to say it so that you guys know, so I get it out. But you know I want to.
It's a cool alt rock band.
After we cut the cameras.
Chinese balloon?
No.
So we just got back from the road. Anyway, we're driving around. We're doing this gig, and we're staying at my aunt's again. Between gigs,
we went to Aunt Kathy's, even though her house was 3 hours each way from Chico.
But
because we love Aunt Kathy.
It was still a good base, though. But
but after you drove all the way up north, 3 hours feels like nothing.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
And then Fresno was 2, so she was kind of.
And the drive home back to her house filled the amped. I'm amped after a show, so I just randomly heard it, and it sounded like it wasn't real. a Chinese balloon across the states, and then GOP's, they're not going to shoot it down. I'm like, what are we shooting down? What's going on? Like I started to hear these weird things creeping in over 2 days.
And then the Chinese said that it was it just blew over from the wind. They pulled out the Herschel Walker. They just flew over to the bad
By
air.
the way, the Chinese, when it came from China, we get all the good air, and they get all bad air. And then we get the bad air from China because they ain't cleaning their air like we cleaning ours. So what's the difference?
And then why do we have to shoot a balloon down? I mean, we kind of touched on this.
Well, okay,
it's a balloon.
So we were talking about that, and then I started to get into it. So it's one of these giant, huge.
It's like a hot air balloon.
Yeah, but
not
it's three school bus size. It's massive.
Yeah,
and that's why at 60,000 feet you can still see it.
So it was like a Zeppelin, like a
Goodyear. But it also had like a satellite array and solar panels and shit. And so yeah,
tanks.
And I think the Chinese like, we don't know what happened. Usually we were over. It was over
checking out weather.
It was over. Yeah. As I said in the Armageddon update, weather directly over our base in Montana with the nukes.
There's temperature sensors on these missiles. That's no check.
So they fly this balloon over, and here's what flips me out: is that Russia and Ukraine, like we're sending 300 tanks, and it's France, us, Germany, England. Like we are as what I said when this started. I go, this is how world wars start. Well, if you look at it now, if you break it down, we have four of the major NATO countries of the Big Seven sending weapons to Ukraine right now.
The cutest, happiest war is just balloons.
Exactly. They're just ding. That's
everybody
like gets that warm. All the kids going.
Oh yeah, we got water balloons. Oh yeah.
So, but we're not talking. And the GOP acted like it was like Biden's the weakest president ever. Wouldn't shoot down the balloon. Well, I guess hanging under this thing is this giant, massive, like it's a big fucking thing under it. And if that's why the balloon's carrying shit. It's not just it wasn't just a big fat kid in China let a balloon go at the carnival.
Right.
So he didn't want to drop on anybody. The funny thing to me is that why. I mean, over the plain states, there's plenty of room. They could have shut it down. I think they wanted to get it. They couldn't shoot it down there because then people could go find it. So they waited till it got over the ocean. Because by the way, this is going to let us know how much China, how high tech they are. You know, they're still using balloons.
Yeah,
because they're really on the cutting edge, is what we'd say. So what I don't quite get is that. So here's which
by the way, that's the same bullshit line we used for Roswell, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's a weather balloon?
Weather balloon. Yeah. So we shot it down and landed in the ocean in 45 feet of water. So they're going to get it. They're going to get everything. Anything that was on that thing
stretches the length of 15 football fields.
Oh, that's not 3 school buses.
No, the debris.
Oh.
And they're currently, the Navy is retrieving it off of, I guess it's sort of over South Carolina in that area.
Right.
So they're picking up the pieces. The balloon measured 200 feet. Intelligence payload was about the size of a regional jetliner and weighed thousands of pounds.
Right. So they would have dropped it on people.
Yeah. Debris from shooting it down earlier could have killed civilians on the ground. The debris field in the ocean off the coast of South Carolina, 15 football fields by 15 football fields.
So we're going to get all the Chinese tech, well, at least all the Chinese balloon tech that they...
It's made in China.
Everything just says that. Yeah, no shit. So what bothered me the most is they flipped out. Like Biden's handling the war in Ukraine quite well. They flipped out that he wouldn't shoot down this balloon. And then we find out that after they bitched, Trump would have shot it down.
Yeah, this is my favorite. Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted this. Trump would have shot it down, and so would I.
And he bragged about
2 days later, it came out that
we had 3 different incursions into over,
and he did nothing.
And they did nothing.
Or he hit it too.
Yeah. They didn't even talk about it. They had to go into the archives and figure it out.
That's what he was looking at.
Senior U.S. defense and military officials said on Sunday that Chinese balloons similar to the one that was just shot down did fly over the U.S. at least 3 times. PRC government surveillance balloons transited the continental United States at least 3 times during Trump's administration and once that we know of at the beginning of this administration. President Trump on Sunday, of course, denied the claims saying on True Social that China had too much respect for Trump for this to have happened, and he capitalized his own name.
All they had to do to get it past Trump is put one of those like beach messages, on the back of a train at the beach. Like, we love you, Trump.
Yeah, MAGA, make America great again. I love the Chinese. They get me. They get me. By the way, let's show them the nuke site. Shut the fuck. What are you doing?
They love Trump.
We've become a place where nobody gets to just be normal anymore, man. The politics has gotten so bad. They can't just go, they want to, the GOP can't just go, he didn't want to kill anybody with the stuff. And plus we get to take it all. They said they were using countermeasures. I kept saying as we're driving, I go, why don't you just shoot a laser at it? Just blind it. Just blind the whole thing.
Just burn it.
We did that, right?
A laser.
No, you just go to all the, I need some freaking sharks with lasers on their heads. Let's do this. Lasers. But can't we blind all the arrays with lasers and burn stuff out and just let it float? And then they did.
And this is why comedians don't handle defense for the United States of America. We need a laser.
We need some sort of ground laser that'll burn out the Chinese balloons.
Stick to the Department of Comedy.
And by the way, okay, let me ask you this though: what if they have satellites? My Uncle Dennis pointed this out. My Uncle Dennis, because he's hard right wing, and I always kept waiting for him to start bitching about Biden. He's like, "Why do we give a shit about a balloon?" He goes, "They got satellites that are taking pictures of you and you. Like this podcast is on satellite media."
Yes.
With China. It's not important.
Some of our earlier ones may have been a little offensive.
Yeah, we have three.
We sold a T-shirt, actually, that might have been really offensive in hindsight.
Beer. Oh, my God. We did that pay your beer. Holy shit. Wow.
When Ken...
We could get canceled from a long time ago.
You did some promo, and you were doing T-shirts on a sale, or you were giving them away with the purchase, and I was like, please don't give those. Because he was like, what does this mean? Pay your beer.
Oh yeah, that one.
What
is this?
There was.
I don't get this.
There was an incident. I
don't even think you should go into.
There was an incident we were reporting on one time, and there was this lady. It was something like a guy tried to rip off a store, and a lady.
It was she worked at a collection agency,
right?
And she was gonna get the money no matter what. She was, I guess, got kind of violent and threatening, and it was just a silly news story.
Yeah, it was just a news story, and then I started screaming, "Pay your beer!" And it was. I apologize to everybody right now because now looking back,
oh no, we doubled down and made a T-shirt,
and now we're doing it again.
That people bought and wore to shows. It's just got worse and worse as I think about it.
Yeah, we should, thank God I'm not famous.
I'm canceling ourselves right now.
We apologize to everybody. It was not cool what we did. Looking back,
it was not great. We could have done better.
So what happens now? We got the balloon.
Okay, so
Blinken didn't go. Blinken didn't go to China.
He didn't go.
This seems silly. I talked to a guy today. He said there's no way Xi knew about it. Xi, his generals did that. They have. He may know about the program to surveil, but so then Blinken's like, we're not going to go see China anymore, which doesn't seem right to me. Like, listen, I get it was uncool, and I get that maybe politically with Biden making his State of the Union on Tuesday, maybe. The best thing is not to have Blinken in China, but it seems dumb to do a big political announcement over something silly like that. It seems silly to me.
What do you mean?
It's just Blinken canceled his trip to China. We need relations with China. The world is fucking crazy right now. We've got Israel going nuts. We've got Ukraine going nuts. We got 4 of us involved with Ukraine now. We got Russia has nukes, and we don't need China to be pissed at us too. We don't want to start any shit. Some general came out last week and said, I believe by 2025 we're going to be in war with China. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? He said it out loud. I believe that. I know,
but don't you think this is extenuative circumstances? I would just guess that they're better at foreign diplomacy than I am because I'm just a comedian on a podcast. But
we have a podcast.
But I understood it. It's problematic. They're lying about it.
True.
It's you got to send some kind of message.
They did something weird. They actually did something they never do. They apologized.
Yeah, which means they're mad now. They're mad now.
I think because you shot it down, and they said you shot down one of our aircraft.
Well, and then
it's a fucking balloon.
Pentagon clapped back today pretty hard. It was let me see if I can find it exactly.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
I was writing it. Well, they came out and did a press conference too, which was really interesting. We
have a clip of it of Biden.
Yeah, and that Trump denied that the balloons ever passed during his time, but we've now had 2 Republican Congress people come out and say they were briefed on it. Marco Rubio was one of them.
Wow, really? Weasel Rubio said wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So,
well, in defense of the Chinese, it's
Thank
pretty dumb to, if you're going to have some tactical, vessel,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a balloon aviator. I don't know how easy it is to guide a balloon right into someone else's airspace.
Yeah. But like,
I
you're
mean,
right.
it's just going to float around, right? It's good.
No,
it's a
this one
fucking
supposedly
balloon.
it had directional. That's why it ended up directly over Montana, directly over that base.
So this is they're playing a double. They're like,
they're fucking
it's
around.
just a balloon.
Yeah, it's just a balloon. You guys are all freaked out about balloons. Jeez. Really? Balloons? Wow, America. A little uptight. Are we a little uptight, America?
During the statement today, the Pentagon said that they are confident that it was seeking to monitor sensitive military sites, that they left it longer. They didn't even necessarily say for the damage or loss of life it could cause, but because they were gathering intel from it, that they were blocking it from receiving any data transmission from our military sites, but wouldn't say if they shot it with a scrambler. Which sounds like it sounds like Dr. Evil again.
We need a scrambler.
It makes me actually. We were watching The Rise of Gru last night, and that's what I thought of instantly. Like Gru would have a scrambler, the little gun.
But I wonder if we could like wireless and stuff. I wonder if we could hack it. Do you think we could hack it? Like in any Tony Scott movie.
Yeah,
we could hack it.
We just type it into Chat
We would
GPT
send it
now.
to Seth Green,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, I got it, man. I'm hooked up to the satellite. I'm flying the balloon.
They said that
Sounds
these
very- He played that
activities
tech guy in almost every
are
movie.
undertaken at
Mhm.
the direction of the PLA, the People's Liberation Army. Chinese balloons have previously been spotted across 5 continents. That
It's an
they are
invasion.
violating our sovereignty and the sovereignty of other countries, and it's unacceptable. They said that this is a part of a fleet of balloons, a PRC fleet of balloons developed to conduct surveillance operations. Why would you make it so obvious?
That's what he was
That's
saying.
what I'm saying.
It seems dumb.
Yeah,
Or why wouldn't you paint it blue?
right. Like with a cloud, with clouds on it.
At
Make it
least
reflective
blend
or
it in a
something.
little bit or something. It was a giant white balloon. I guess it's 60,000. The weird thing is people were taking pictures of it from the ground, and there's some has video of the plane hitting it. We showed it on the Armageddon update. There's video of like the missile going out and blowing up the balloon. Someone pointed out something which I thought was interesting. We need to take it very seriously, and I know I was now that I said what I said earlier, I retracted. If they had hung a nuke at the bottom of that thing and they blew that nuke at 60,000 feet. That's going to send an EMP out. I don't know how far an EMP would go out, but it would destroy electronics forever in the area it would hit.
Yeah.
So we need to, what I would say is we don't need to let it fly across the whole country.
Yeah,
next
don't
time.
let it get that far.
Yeah,
Come on
maybe
now.
Yeah,
we
because
should.
they were first notified at the end of January, right? As it was headed towards Alaska.
It came over the Aleutian Islands and then it went through Canada.
Right.
And the Canadians were like, hey, balloon, eh?
But
That's all
they
hey,
said
take a picture. How you doing? And the Canadians were like,
they said at that
balloon
time
selfie, eh?
it didn't pose a threat. So I'm confused why now they're saying it did pose a threat.
I don't think it posed a threat like a violent threat, but I think, surveillance. But again, I go back to we all have technology so amazing in space.
Yeah.
Like when, at least according to the Tony Scott movies that I've seen where they go, but why would you need, I don't understand what they get.
Yeah, what
bonus.
else do they need? Can't they just Google the weather?
Yeah,
we have the
Google.
forecast here.
We have Google Earth.
What do you need?
Yeah.
By the way, if it's going to hit
my free website can I see my house, why
Yeah.
what does China need the
Right.
balloon for?
I don't understand any of this.
Maybe to see how we reacted. Maybe I don't know. I don't know why my voice went up like that.
I don't either.
Maybe.
China's mad that we shot it down.
Right.
They said that we are
Motherfuckers, you're in our place. Get out.
instigating conflict.
Back. Really? They sent some shit over our country and we're instigating conflict. Interesting. See-
I mean, you've been to every 5-year-old's birthday party. If your little kids are like, your balloon's in my space.
Your balloon's over me. So
We're like the world's dad. We just got to
yeah. Everybody calm down. Shut the fuck up and eat cake.
and
By the way, there you go. That's my peace plan. That's a comedian. Shut the fuck up and eat cake. Everybody, don't yell at me. I know it's a birthday, but they're being little assholes right now.
and give the balloon to the one crying Chinese kid.
Who's now crying because his balloon popped. It's a metaphor.
It's deflated.
We're just. Why are you just nodding? Help us.
I'm just
but I don't
dealing with my grandma not being able to text right now. She's
is there any
freaking out.
My question is there any
She uses exclamation points. I think like she thinks they're periods or it
like Trump.
conveys love or excitement, but it makes me panic because she's not well and it's freaking me out. Don't send me a lot of exclamation points.
Yeah.
I'm trying to breathe. But then she calls and then texts and then doesn't answer text. So I just keep copying and pasting the same text over and over.
You got exclamophobia. Exclamophobia.
That's a generational thing,
fear of exclamation points.
She also mixes up emojis. She uses the
sometimes there's weird emojis.
Sneezing one. She thinks that means crying. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot I have to decipher with an 89-year-old.
Is there any explanation why they would use a balloon with all the other tech we have and they have?
I don't know. I was just looking at the pictures of the F-22 that shot it down.
For $281 million. We sent up a $281 million plane.
For a $50
people are
Milo
asking
balloon.
your same question. What advantage might a balloon have if you're trying to get high-res imagery of something distance matters? If you're in a balloon that's 12 miles or 15 miles up, well, that's an order of magnitude closer to the surface than a satellite. So satellites are higher. Balloons,
yeah, I got that.
Although whimsical,
yeah, exactly.
So it was a whimsical attack.
Can also be evil.
It was a whimsical attack.
It's like, a lot of people are asking that. Let's see. One of the main reasons a country would choose a high altitude balloon over satellite is cost. Balloons are a lot cheaper. That sounds like China.
Yeah, doesn't it?
And you don't need a rocket to get a balloon up there. I was reading that they can maneuver it. That was the whole point. Winds, but that they can input the altitude that they want it to have. And so this general was saying they could have put in 0 and landed the balloon, but they chose not to, even though they were told.
No, it has an array under it that would help guide it, and that's why it went. It just because it's not a coincidence. It just flew over our nuclear base
over the Pentagon.
Exactly. We don't know how it flowed over the White House.
No.
I'm sorry.
If a balloon gets popped, it's
you don't think that,
less of a deal than using anti-satellite weapons, which is typically frowned upon. Spy balloons are harder to detect. Because they fly higher than planes.
Except for people with eyes.
Except for bright white ones.
Blue.
Some balloon surveillance devices sail as high as 100,000 feet, which would render them untouchable to countries that want to shoot them down.
Terrifying ride.
This was 60,000 was above the limit for commercial traffic. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons.
But that's what I thought too, is I thought it was high enough that it wasn't going to, but it's really weird. I don't get it. I get that.
They said had they moved it to 80,000, that F-22 wouldn't have been able to reach it.
How much closer do these satellite images need to be? We can see, I've seen satellite images from Ukraine and stuff. You can see tanks.
Yeah.
Like how much closer do you need to be?
We went from, outer space to the El Portal Theater in Zero Side Effects. Accurately.
With a drone from Best Buy. So what are the Chinese doing? Why don't you just go to China?
You guided.
Do they not have Best Buy in China? Because they need a Best Buy. That's what they do.
They make everything for Best Buy.
Yeah, but they don't have a Best Buy.
That's very strange.
They're also having a huge problem with COVID right now. A huge problem with COVID.
China is?
Oh, yeah.
Still?
Yeah, mass deaths.
Oh, so there's like a lot of coughs in the balloon. That's what lifted it up. They really tried hard to...
They are, as of February 4th, their last 7-day average was 9,000.
9,000 a week. That's what they're reporting. Okay.
Well, no, it's gone down now.
Well, imagine this, though.
February 4th, today, 3,278 deaths.
Wow. By the way, it's just to be clear, I don't know what time it is there, but it's only It's only 1 o'clock here.
January 29th, 6,364. So
I think our peak was like 5,000, and they're already at 6,000 a day.
That was our peak?
Our peak was 5,000.
they're only reporting a total of all-time deaths at 87,000.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
In a highly densely populated area like that.
In,
Yeah.
in a country with how many billions of people? Yeah. Oh yeah. So wait, that doesn't make any sense. If they're losing
That was announced by the government
if they're
this
losing
week.
3,000 a day. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
at all.
exactly. Hold on a second.
No,
Carry
I'm not
one.
good.
Hold
I'm
on.
not good at math, but I'm not dumb.
Yeah, there are a bunch of articles. New York Times just did an article today about how that the government came out and said only 80,000. They did a whole article on how
It's
that's
just a balloon.
not possible.
8,000.
Yeah.
That's in a different denomination.
It's got
though. That's in yen,
China.
right?
Yeah, right.
So we got
So three. That's where like
do the.
so
It's
3,000.
about Japan.
3,000 people. 3,000
It's
people.
Japan.
Oh, is it? All right.
Yeah.
Close. 3,000
no.
people in China. That's like 30,000 people in America if you add it up. Because they don't count their people. Their people are very important.
They just calculate them in like groups.
We're just digging
just
a hole.
piles
Hi,
of-
welcome to the Backhoe Podcast. We just dig a hole constantly about many, many things we shouldn't
in
talk
China,
about.
you're welcome.
We're back.
The renminbi is the official currency of the People's Republic of China.
Renminbi?
That means not in my backyard.
Renminbi. It means people's currency in Mandarin, and a yuan is 1 unit. Yeah, I knew yen because we used yen in Japan
knew
when I
yuan,
lived there.
yuan.
I knew yuan because China was so big economically. At one point, they were talking about the world was going to go to the yuan as a currency. Currency as a currency as a currency.
They need a currency.
But they need a
For their-
currency for COVID is what they need. Boom. I'm feeling silly today. I'm tired. I had a tough weekend.
Same.
It was a long. It was
I
a
drove.
long
Well,
weekend.
we drove the way we planned the theater tour. We drove a lot,
But we got to see Aunt Kathy
which is great.
again.
Mhm.
We came home from Chico. We got home at almost 1:30 in the morning. Aunt Kathy's 67.
Yeah.
Sitting up for us, waiting.
No, but yeah, there you go.
Wine
Wait,
and
ready
to go,
Cheez-Its.
ready to
It's not
party.
even like that. She goes, if you guys get home early enough, we'll sit up and hang out. And so I come in the back because they have a guest house behind their house, and so we were staying there. And so we and by the way, it's another the reason we love Aunt Kathy's is because we don't have to check into a hotel
Yeah.
and stay in a hotel.
Yeah,
it's like and
Great.
families there. So we go in the backyard and I open the gate and I'm like, until we go upstairs, and as I come back down to get something out of the
She
car,
caught me.
click, light goes on.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah!
She
But
was
it
sitting in the living room
But
waiting.
it was awesome though. She's great. She's
and
the best ever.
she had red wine and Cheez-Its
Yeah, we had red wine and Cheez-Its.
until 4 a.m.
woke up with not a wine hangover, but a Cheez-It
too,
hangover. I
me
was
too.
like, I have so much salt in my body right now. I don't know what to do.
Where you know you brushed your teeth, but you wake up tasting Cheez-It.
yes, exactly.
60
Yes.
is the new suburban 40-year-old mom
Apparently,
with the wine and
because
cheese.
she was ready to party.
She is so my grandmother was kind of a tough old bird, and Kathy, her daughter, is a total opposite. She's the sweetest human being in the world, and so we just love being around her. And they were so good to us. And Uncle Dennis is the best short order cook in the world. Like listen, here's how we get treated. We go to a stupid hotel. We gotta order Starbucks. Gotta go find a Starbucks. Gotta eat crappy food down in the thing. Uncle Dennis is like, by the way, do you guys want omelets or do you guys want fajitas? What do you think? Fajitas, omelets? How about we'll make fajita
I could
stuff
do
in the
both.
burritos?
Yes,
do
that's
both.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Come
but
on now.
See, you
So he made us burrito stuffed fajitas, and then she packed little to-go containers for
Oh
our
my
dinner at the
God.
Theater Theater
Yeah.
on Saturday night.
I never had a mom that did
Yeah.
stuff like that. I never had and she and Kathy, and between your mom or Sharon, my mom, and Kat, I've got like these two people that filled and grandma too, filled the space of them. I now understand what mom means.
Grandma Jean makes him, he likes a dessert. She
Pumpkin.
makes it. It's like she adores him.
Yeah.
He's her little peanut. I'm gonna
Did
go
you guys have get the tornado that was last night, or is that just where I am?
What it was a tornado.
Oh my
The
god!
wind was blowing
Where-
like crazy.
Holy shit!
over
I don't
Westwood?
think I slept maybe
The wind
an
was
hour.
blowing really. It's still blowing out there today.
Was it blowing that hard?
Oh
really?
my god! It was like fucking Wizard of Oz level. Like it was like I'm like up on a hill, and it's like a wind tunnel
Yeah.
right up there, and the building. It was like it's like trying to sleep through like a
That's
3-hour earthquake.
Really?
It's
It was
ju-
moving.
Yeah, it was like knocking like the neighbors' pictures off the walls. And
Holy shit.
trees are hitting the building.
Strong winds toppled trees and power lines in LA County.
Yeah, you guys didn't feel any of that? Because you guys are up on a hill.
The wind was blowing hard, but it wasn't like tree blowing over hard.
We're on that hill though, so maybe it doesn't get us. We're kind of on that hill.
Yeah.
Comes over.
It would have dried out your carpet. That would have helped.
We've had some wind weather. I mean, our snowpack in California right now is 174% of normal.
Wow.
174 of like 100 years.
Last weekend they had
the Chinese
they
told you
had
that,
negative.
Right? According to Chinese surveillance.
Mount Washington last weekend had negative 103 with wind chill.
In DC?
No.
Outside of DC.
No, it's in Maine or it's up in that little handle.
Yeah, negative 100 degrees.
Boston, Maine had negative 60. Boston was negative 13.
I've said it before.
Not below freezing, below zero.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So zero is enough for me. It's you can maybe we can go small, medium, and large zero.
Uh-huh.
But I don't need to know 100 because they said you walk outside and you like
frostbite.
Almost instant frostbite.
Yeah. Within a minute.
There was a guy that saw a video of a guy who poured a water, his windshield was iced over, and he grabbed a bottle of water, took it out and poured it.
And it didn't hit the ground.
It actually it didn't flow. It actually built
like a stalagmite.
Yeah, yes. Going
or
up.
tight,
It was
whichever
crazy.
one.
I don't even know. And again, why would you name one? So some dentist was like, by the way, they're all called stalagmites, but some are up and some are down. We need to actually come up with a new name. And they're like, dentist, shut the fuck up. No, this is how it's gonna go. I was promoted to guy who named stuff, so it's going to be stalagmite and stalagmite. We can change one letter, and that means it's totally different.
Were walking.
There's no hint at all.
We were walking by the line in Chico because the line was wrapped around the building, and we were coming in for sound check, and people were noticing it was him, and like, yay!
So I'm doing
and
a half-ass walking
corner,
by show as I'm.
And my favorite guy ever goes, Dennis, and I was like, yeah.
Excuse me, guys. That guy gets through. Titus is coming through. Thank you. So I jumped right into Dennis.
This episode brought to you by Fitbod.
Oh,
which Dennis does not use, but Titus uses.
Okay. So I've learned something about fitness in the last. So for many years, I went to a trainer and I worked with him, and I didn't get bigger. I didn't get better shape. I got a little strong. I did get a little stronger. I could climb the rope and stuff.
More broke.
I got more broke. For what less than one session cost with my trainer that I used to have, I got Fitbod.
For the year.
I use it. How many times do I use it? I'm always
all the time.
I'm in the gym now, and here's what I like about it.
Did you make a New Year's resolution, or was it just something you decided before that?
It was just before that, December. Starting December. I'm working out 5 times a week now, and I'm doing martial arts 3 times a week on top of that. But 2 things, people. You want to change your body? Consistency. It has nothing to do with how much you can lift. It doesn't if you can go in and do 200 pounds and you do it once every 2 weeks, nothing's going to change. It's got to be 5 times a week. And Fitbod gets me a schedule. The one thing I hated about working out is I would go, okay, what do I do today? Okay, I got to do chest. Which chest? I put it into Fitbod. I picked it. You hit a button, people. It shows you all the body parts. It's a picture for really dumb people like me. And then you just.
I see you watch videos too. Sometimes
you take out the ones you don't want, and chest and arms, and then chest, arms, and abs, and then I put that in it. You can set your time. Hour 15, hour 45, 30 if you want to get a quick 30-minute workout, which by the way, I did one 30-minute and it kicked my ass.
Yeah.
I was freaked out.
How do you every time set your equipment? Like, because when we're on the road, you do body weight in the hotel room.
So you can do that. So when we went to Denver, the place they put us up in has a full gym.
Yeah.
So I went down the equipment list and I called it full gym. Like I actually called it Wendy's gym because Wendy, our friend, owns the club. So Wendy's gym. And then, so now it'll give you a list, it'll give you a menu of where you go. Like, so when we're on the road and we're in the hotel room and I got nowhere to go, I do body weight, and it still kicks my ass.
Yeah.
You see me? We
did it at Aunt Kathy's.
At Kathy's, I was drenched.
Yeah.
So guys, Fitbod, I am not kidding. It's like $79, and then use our discount. And every day you can just go in and go, and here's the new thing. They updated the program. So now I can't do chest. I couldn't do chest twice in a week. They're like, nah, you got to do this today.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I'm like, leg day. They're like, do leg day. I'm like, but I don't do leg day. Okay, Jesus. It's pretty awesome.
So you can join Fitbod today and build a routine that lasts all year. Get 25% off your subscription, or try the app free at fitbod.me/Titus. That's FITBOD.me/Titus. titybod.me/Titus. It's 25% off your subscription, which is already really inexpensive.
It is the first time in my life
Yeah.
that it has made a difference in my body shape and body type.
I've never seen, like, you really, really aren't. It's not just that it keeps you motivated, you're actually enjoying it. You know,
I just, it's so easy when you put it in and it gives you the list of stuff. And I'm like, all right, now I did yesterday. They had me I did chest. And even though we had put dumbbells on the stuff we have at our little home gym, it gave me it gave me push-ups, like 4 or 5 different kinds of push-ups. And I tried to change. And by the way, I thought at one point it was too many kinds of push-ups. So I actually, you hit another button and it goes replace. And then it gives you a list of other exercises that go in that. And I
hit it from different angles.
I changed one of the push-ups because they were doing different kinds of push-ups. I changed one of them to do dumbbell bench, and that was it. And so then it was better. But gosh, man, here's how good it is. I did an hour-long workout. When I got to the third superset, the last 2 sets, it was a 5-set thing. I said I can't. I was burnt. I after doing 4 other sets of push-ups. They had me do tricep push-ups, and I went in and went kabang, and I went off the ground. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do these last 2 sets.
that was one of my favorite moments. This idiot takes an.
By the way, you always know it's gonna be a good story when she starts out. This idiot
takes an ab roller to London with us
so
for
I can
our
work
trip.
out.
But just the ab roller. That's it. But this was before Fitbod. This was 2014 or 15. And we are jet lagged. We land, we meet my mom and my stepdad. We go to dinner. We have a lot of drinks. We go back to the hotel room to go to sleep. And he decides he's going to show me.
Little tip. If you're going to drink 4 or 5 cocktails.
We drink a lot.
Don't work out.
Yeah.
I think you were trying to show me how low you could go. I think it was more of a look what I can do because I've had some drinks, and I was like, okay.
And I wish you'd have filmed it because that would be my perfect. That would be the million Instagram viral video.
Were you trying to like a unicycle or like a log?
He was trying to go all the way out and show me how he could.
And I could. I go all the way out and I go this, and then I go and I put it under me and I went too far. I went too far this way. And it went between my legs. And here's the thing. I'm so drunk, I held on to it. I didn't stop my face with anything.
Holy shit. You are heavy machinery. You're not supposed to operate.
My face was stopped by the ground.
There was this really awesome moment, though, where it got under him. And then it went farther back and he kind of did a teetering thing and you saw it in his face that it was happening. And then his whole went bam. And that floor was not soft.
No, it was a concrete. It was one of those old school buildings.
Oh, like linoleum.
They were poured concrete.
Oh, yeah.
It was, I banged my face
Boy,
off
did we laugh. Maybe that was me, but it was really
I don't
funny.
remember a whole lot. Everything kind of went like this, it went black, and then I woke up to you giggling.
We had a lot of drink.
Over you.
And
CPR.
then the server wanted to give us limoncello, which I don't like and my mom didn't like, so we gave ours to you and Randy too, because we wanted to be polite because it was a gift. So you guys drank both of ours, and on top, it was not the best. Yeah, that should be your.
Do you know I still have so I have the ab roller. Sometimes they'll give me Fitball, give me the ab roller. I every single fucking time I get on that thing, I'm like, shit, okay, don't go too far. Like it taught me forever. So my dad always said, wait.
Yeah.
Any other news going on? Biden's going to do a State of the Union on Tuesday.
All the news is the Republicans, they're voting whether to censure Biden on not reacting to the balloon. They're tweeting, they're doing news interviews on Fox. And the thing that I don't get is they haven't been briefed yet. So the whatever they're called, the Big 8, the Hateful 8, the whatever they
G8?
are. No, the leaders of Congress, the ones that they brief on intel stuff. Hateful 8, we'll go with that.
Right now, since they've won the House, it's Hateful 8. Okay.
Where they bring in the top ones for intel briefings. And so I think that's happening.
The Security Commission.
This afternoon. But these people are already voting to censure, speaking out.
Oh, yeah,
and I just think you just lack credibility.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just so dumb. And also, remember when Congress people used to shut up? Remember when they used to guard the secrets of their job with their lives.
They didn't want to be famous. They didn't want to be famous.
Yeah, but now they've got Twitter, so they have to announce their every mood and emotion on a public platform.
Except for our guy in Tarzana, Brad Sherman, our guy.
Never heard him.
Never heard.
Not a peep.
No, dude, this guy, I'm sure he's the most, he's criming like crazy because he never talks.
Yeah, right.
He's never come forward.
I've never seen him.
Every time the campaign comes around, we get a little flyer. Brad
he calls
Sherman.
me. He robocalls me or moto calls, whatever.
Yeah.
But I've never seen him.
You
My
can't
brain
get
is not
canceled
working today.
if you keep yourself quiet.
Do you think that's what he's doing?
I think he just does his job, man. He votes when he does. Here's
because Adam Schiff is Burbank.
Yeah.
It's just right there.
Can I point out what's bothering me the most? Like, I don't mind. So when you say you're the Republicans and you're the ground old party and you're the other party, right? And now you're running the House.
I have never seen that guy before in my
so
life.
you should actually be presenting ideas, right? Like you should be trying to make it better for American people.
This is you're on the podium.
And
this is your thing.
That's our guy. That's our guy. See, I could run against that guy. In our neighborhood. I could run against that guy.
I've never seen him before.
I think he's on a watch list. That guy.
Adam Schiff, I could pick out of a lineup, but
I think he's on a wanted poster. That guy.
I drive a white van because I like a white van. But you have a bunch of people now on the right, and it's great. There's this guy that goes around. He does what Jordan Klepper does, and he's on his only thing is on Instagram, and he starts interviewing at Trump rallies. He goes, what do you think? Do you think we should teach CRT in schools? And the guy goes, hell no, you shouldn't teach it. And the woman goes, you cannot teach our kids CRT. And he goes, okay, what is it? And this guy goes, well, I don't really know. I just know it's bad. And I just go, you dumb. Boy. So
they don't even know what the acronym stands for.
But here's what the problem is. What the GOP has done, and I've said it before, so Biden, we had 517,000 jobs added last month.
Yeah.
That means
record from the 50s,
69,
right?
Yeah. From our unemployment goes back 50 years. It's the lowest in 50 years. We've got economy still booming, and on top of that, inflation is coming down. So there was
deflation.
Yeah.
From
there was a guy that came on and he goes, if you talk to any economic professor right now, everything we've learned over the last 100 years is thrown out the window. Because what Biden has done, it's not, by the way, because in the 50s, under Eisenhower, this happened too. Everybody was making money. People were actually making money. And so now that pays are going up and stuff, and people are making money, and everybody's getting employed, the people, instead of the fucking corporations, are making money. Yeah. And now what's happening is the economy's still booming. People are still getting jobs because the economy's booming, and inflation's coming down. And no one can get people economists like, well, fuck, we don't even know.
It's the roaring 2020s, right?
That's what I guarantee it's going to have 6 years. I guarantee. Well, I don't guarantee it because I'm a comedian and I can't guarantee shit. But I'm telling you.
But you have a podcast.
But I do. Historically, if you look at the history of it, we are about to go through a boom, basically unseen, and then someone will lose it, and then they'll change. Someone will think they can fix it because it's already great. How do we make it better? I know what we do. We stop trading with other countries, and then we'll fucking crash it again, like we did in 29. Smoot Hawley. But what bothers me the most about the GOP is we're talking about trans athletes, which there are 4 or 8 countrywide. We are talking about CRT, which is not taught in any school at all. It's only taught at the college level. Everything else is history. They're actually calling Black history. By the way, we had slaves. These people, we stole them and bought them, and then we brought them here, and we made them work to build the country. That's just history. And DeSantis is going crazy. He banned all kinds of like Black history in the schools. They're banning books because you can't have books because if people get smart, guess what happens? People get smart, they question what you're doing. Yeah. And then what else are they talking about? Oh, gay people. Gay people are bad. They're trying to outlaw certain gay things. It's my religious thing. I don't have to deal with gay people. Well, I don't like assholes, so that's my religious thing too. It's in the Bible. So I'm not going to do my business with you. So but none of those things are policies that help America. Not a single one of those policies help me economically. Not a single one of them help me with my health care. Not a single one of them help me with anything. And yet that's all they do. And the dumb people keep going, yeah, man, CRT, gay people, trans. Why? Why do I care? Because it's weird. That's the entire side. It's weird.
I saw somebody
Did you say guns?
Oh, guns too. Yeah, guns. Everybody needs more guns because that's working. Yeah, we have every country worldwide that has put any kind of restrictions on guns. You can still get a gun in Japan. It just takes a minute. You can get a gun in Australia. It takes a minute. You know, Australia was smart enough. They had one shooting, 35 people died. In the next 3 months, people turned in 600,000 guns, and people in Australia still have guns. But guess who doesn't have guns? People that you have to be interviewed. You have to have a psych evaluation. You have to have, where do you keep your gun? You know, I love your idea. Your idea is the best idea. I think your idea is, if you have 10 people in your life,
10 friends
that say, yeah, I know.
To vouch for you.
Because you know what? No one would vouch for me.
10 verifiable friends.
She would go, yeah, Rachel should have one. And they go, does Titus have a gun? Maybe they wouldn't go no, but they'd go, There'd be a lot of that. Have you seen his comedy?
He got better.
You just one degree from Titus.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a definite no. It'd be like,
but with that hesitation, they'd say, 6 out of 10. Come back in 6 months. We'll try again.
It's a little.
I don't know if he would.
Maybe 6 out of 10. Well, some of my friends are nutty. Zach.
No, I don't think Zach would say you should have a gun.
So let's go.
Call Zach real quick and ask him. Say,
who would agree? Who would agree I should have a gun?
Just say. I just want to know.
Shatra would say no.
Shatra would say no.
Shatra would say no.
Billy would say no.
Billy would say no. Ken would say,
I've seen your act.
Here.
Okay. It's a no.
Hit it on speaker. Let me see.
Let's
just see what Zach Ward would say. About
all right.
Oh, it's my phone, so he denied me.
Oh.
So Zach would say, we have to go with Zach would say no.
I think Zach would say no.
I think Jet, my son, would say
no.
No. My daughter would say no.
Have you thought
Uncle
of
Dennis
one?
would say yes, but he's a crazy gun guy. Scotty would say yes. No, Scotty would go, Scotty would go,
See, we know you're like a disciplined guy. You would know all the details and all the rules, and like you would be on it. Right?
I'd be on it. Yeah, true.
But then there's a 1%.
That 1%. Like,
it's all you need.
Like, I think there's a lot of people that have money that I might snap.
I'm trying to find someone.
Because I've kind of got snappy at times.
Yeah. You've been snappish. Yeah.
But no, yeah.
Like George Santos is Jew-ish. Yeah.
I'm snap-ish.
I think really the problem is no one takes my calls because it's all from my phone.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what your son would say. I'm very interested to see what Zach would say if you had your phone.
I'm pretty sure Zach would say no.
Have you thought of one? Marshall would say.
Marshall would say yes. Dennis would say yes. So
Okay.
20%.
My dad would probably say no.
You think so? Scotty would say Scott.
I don't know. It's hard because my dad's a gun guy.
I don't know about Scott. I don't know about Scotty. Scotty's military trained. I don't know what he.
Grandma would say no.
Grandma would say no. So let's go with Scotty as a yes. That's 3, and I think we're only at 8 people now.
Leave it in the comments, guys.
You would say no.
He needs help.
You would say no.
I don't.
So that's 4.
I don't know. I might say yes.
4. So that's 4.
Since I have to live with you.
So I'm at 40%, which is, by the way, better than I did in school.
We have laughed this weekend. We laughed again about he's still thinking about the fact that his family's been here since the 1600s, which he was so proud of until he thought about the fact.
Until we did nothing. We did nothing. We were here 500 years and we did nothing.
Zero legacy.
Actually, today I decided I'm going to look it up. I'm going to put my name in there and mom's name, and I'm going to find out, and my dad's name, and I'm going to find out exactly what these people did.
I think we have a pretty good idea.
I think there's a really funny, there might be a really funny piece about.
You should ask Aunt Kathy to do it. She'd love
just
that.
the funny thing that we've been here since. I mean, it was disheartening.
Are you sure?
It was
because it's not in any books or anything, right? There's no record of it.
No, well, Aunt Kathy has it all the way back down to 1600, and she has all these people.
But it doesn't have their jobs, right? Usually you can find.
It doesn't matter. There was no legacy. There
Nobody
was
had
nothing
jobs.
left. There's no Titus building.
I had a lot of preachers.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
I wonder when your people were here from. He's south. You guys are here for a while, I'm guessing. I was shocked.
Bradley is British.
I was shocked. I was just like 16, but just to have nothing.
This episode brought to you by Athletic Greens. I just took mine right before I came here because I forgot to take it this morning and I had it right before I left. You haven't had it yet today, which is probably good because your energy is already at a 5,000.
I did bring my my vitamins, and I have a pack up in my office of Athletic Greens.
You don't really need to take anything if you use Athletic Greens. It's got everything in it, which I've told you guys. It's
That's
got
true.
75 vitamins, minerals, whole food source ingredients of the highest quality, and it'll give you benefits like gut, mood support, boosted energy, healthier looking skin, hair, and nails. I love this product. I notice a difference from this product.
I know within an hour I notice a difference.
Yeah.
I know it in my energy. I know how I feel. Yeah.
I like that I don't know. Sometimes then I know I shouldn't, but then when I'm eating dinner and I don't feel like making anything, I'm like, I don't really have to make a vegetable on the side. I can just eat
I've
it.
had my
Yeah, because I know I got all these green, like real food ingredients in my body, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have to eat
I'll
my
go for it, yeah.
vegetables anymore. I love vegetables, but sometimes I'm tired.
Mhm.
Like now.
We busted our ass this weekend.
We did.
And again, Athletic Greens. I did take it yesterday, and I get home. I worked out. I worked out in the gym, and then I did martial arts, and then I came home, and I was still up. And I think it's because of that. You were like, "Why are you still going?" We just drove home. We didn't get home till 1 o'clock last night, and that might be part of it. I'm sure it's.
Was
part
it
of
1 o'clock?
We
That was
did-
night before last.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't get home till 1 o'clock the night before. I was talking about what you said to me yesterday.
I'm so tired today.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
can't. Today is the anniversary of losing my mom, and
Yeah.
it really affected my sleep and my mood. It's weird. Like you don't think it will, but then you wake up and you're just like, I don't want to.
You kind of relive the whole.
Man.
Even more reason to stay on top of your health, man.
Yeah, I like that. You're like,
even
hold
more-
on, whoa, we're doing an ad. Don't cry during Athletic Greens.
Tell them where to get it.
We've
then
got
go.
commerce to deal with.
I actually, because we use the D3 and the dropper too, which after taking care of my mom, there's a connection.
Yep.
I've talked about this before, how important D is, how the guy that did the study at UCLA, who was kind of famous to me because my life was cancer at that time, they found a lack of D in all the cancer patients that they studied. And then I met that guy at the Optimum Health Institute where I took her and I was like, oh, no way. It was like meeting Springsteen.
You're Dr. D.
Oh, do you remember I called you? I was so excited. I've read all your stuff. Anyway, so I always feel better about doing that too. And I also hate taking a lot of supplements, especially traveling. Can't carry all that shit. I'm already knocking against 70 pounds in my suitcase every time.
Dog food, dog bowls. You
Can't
got
do
all
it.
dog toys. Like my
I love these little travel packs. They're little paper travel packs. They're like this big.
little
They
envelopes,
weigh
yeah.
nothing.
Mhm.
And I can take those, like I'm going to grandma's for a very long time. I can take those with me and not use up any shoe weight. So thank you, Athletic
my
Greens,
Let's
for
just be
not
honest.
taking shoe weight.
I opened my suitcase when we get to our destination, and there's so much extra shit. Like what the hell? Like I know I didn't put 80 pounds in my luggage.
It's just got gags, snakes, and fun
it's
things.
It's like you open my vehicle, flies out, and she waits till I'm like I get it all packed. It's all there. I haven't zipped it up yet. I'm just in case, And then
I wait until you're not going to look again.
And then I go in and it's zipped shut, and I'm like, I don't even think about it. That's the clue right there. It's zipped shut.
what I do if it's
The
still
Athletic Greens is in my
open
suitcase.
is
Gotta
I
be.
put things under his stuff and then let him zip it shut because then it's on him. He didn't check. Not my fault. Athletic Greens is great for that though because you can travel with it.
You feel that,
and-
right? That's not just me.
No, it's
Their construction next door. You know what this is?
Yeah.
That feels like the beginning of that Tom Cruise movie, War of the
War of the
Worlds.
Worlds. Yeah.
Where all of a sudden
well, the way life
yes.
is going right now, we all are
Wouldn't
kind of
even
jumpy.
surprise- If we went out and there was a giant ship hovering over the building doing that, I'd be like, fuck them, of course! Of
course it is.
There we go!
Yep.
Athletic
Knew
Greens
something-
is easy to make a habit because it gets delivered to your house, which you guys know that I love. We also order the travel packs. Like I said, we have the D3 and the dropper. So if you're looking for an easier way to take supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 of those free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/Titus. That's athleticgreens.com/Titus. Go check it out. You can go on their website too and read the foods and vitamins and minerals you're getting.
That's what I imagine invasion sounds like.
And
That's the new
I find
Chinese
that
warfare.
fascinating.
They're
You
like,
guys have tuned out the ad. That's great.
No, the
Doing
ad,
an
yeah.
ad.
How do I get
Doing an ad.
How do I get
Okay,
Athletic Greens
that's
again?
great.
How do I
Thank you
get it?
both. Thank you both.
Sorry, thought we were getting attacked.
Not that you just ignored me, but you both talked at the same time.
But there's
Over
There's
the
aliens
internet.
outside.
Okay.
Hey, well, hold on. How do we get Athletic Greens?
I believe I said that. Athleticgreens.com/Titus.
Perfect. There you go.
Killing my buzz.
Our ads are creative.
That bass is going to rumble over everything you're saying.
I know.
This is what the podcast sound like when they try to.
Okay, let me go to something that has to do with music then. A pro-Putin musician who once waved a dead Ukrainian skull around on stage has been shot in the head in what is suspected to be a revenge hit. He's holding a dead person's skull on stage during a show.
Wow.
Oh, he's recovering.
What?
He didn't die.
That is
February
rock and
3rd,
roll,
he
man.
was shot in the head.
Wait, a pro-Putin musician shot somebody or got shot?
Got shot. Shot in the head.
Because he was waving a dead Ukrainian skull.
6 months
around.
ago, he had a
I
dead
get it.
Ukrainian
Oh, it's very
skull
rock
that he
and-
waved around during the concert.
It's very
Is it a
Russian.
metal band?
Russian, Ukraine. By the way, Russia and Ukraine are like the Bloods and the Crips now. Like now they're going after the Russian rappers. Like, what's going on? That's crazy. So he brought a Ukrainian skull on stage.
Look, you got to sell tickets.
Well,
somehow.
and also there, Alice Cooper's got to be mad.
That's-
He's like,
yeah.
"He's taking my shit, man."
Yeah.
Wow, that's craziness. What is like? At what point? Russians seem to have this darkness in them. Like that's
Really? They do? That
Well-
you just noticed?
well. They said that remember when he did that. So supposedly Putin's bringing up 300,000 more conscripts, but they already went through 80-year-old men and everybody,
Mhm.
and the young guys, the Democratic side left. They moved what?
That noise.
Right? See?
I want to get up and go see. I want to go get up and see what that is.
I mean, to make noise inside of a soundstage is serious.
Yeah.
They're vibrating the whole building. The whole building's moving.
When we've done the Prince party here, we turned this place into a nightclub, and people can't hear that it's a nightclub. It's so soundproof.
Yeah.
Except when people open the door to smoke, and smoke billows out.
It's a good, probably a foot thick.
That's Christopher Titus yelling at our neighbors.
But honestly, if we were under attack from aliens, wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
Just be like, yeah, this is.
I just want to make sure he doesn't get shot. I love that he walks in going, "Thanks, guys, appreciate it," after he just screamed "what the fuck" at the top of his lungs.
Not aliens? Not those kind of aliens, Titus. How dare you think that?
Hispanics.
Latinxes. What was
could
it?
be. I guess they could be aliens.
What was it?
They have the biggest thing in the world out there. The whole crew's out there. They have actually had to redo that thing 3 times. The third time.
What is it?
And I go, guys, we're
What
just recording.
kind of-
Can you give us 10 more minutes? It's a big tractor that's going, and they were mad at me.
It's compacting the earth.
Little
I bet.
bit.
They might
for
have
the
been mad at
foundation.
you because you walked out at the top of your lungs and went, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Oh,
We
did I
could
say
hear
that?
you in here.
I
Yes,
say
that was your opener. That's where you started.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they've been good for so long. And the guy said,
I like that he's like, "They were
he goes,
mad at me."
he goes, have a little respect. And I go, how about you guys have a little respect? I go, I've been dealing with this for over a year now.
Well, that's what he meant. Have
Yeah.
respect. You yelled WTF at him at the top of your lungs. That was your.
Did
That
I
was
say
your.
what the fuck?
Yes,
I don't
that's
even
why
know I
we
said
both were like. "Mm."
That is always what
You could
I
hear
open
it
up
all
with,
the way
though.
in here. It probably got picked up on your mic.
Oh.
I'm hoping.
Hi, guys. So I think we all agree that I shouldn't have a gun.
Yeah, exactly. And we're back.
By the way, I think I'm actually out on my own gun. I think I should ask Titus, should have a gun?
No, those guys would say no.
He would say no.
That's why I was worried you might get shot, especially in this
The whole
neighborhood.
building is vibrating. I don't mind you having construction. I get it. But this is a sound stage, and
Yeah.
you mess up the sound stage. So we only have 10 minutes.
In light of this new deadline, this episode brought to you by Native. This is the new advertiser we've talked about one time. I love this product. I got the lavender and rose. I got 2. I got eucalyptus mint and lavender rose, and I love both. I've been taking lavender rose with me when I'm traveling because I need comfort wherever I can get it, and I smell it and it's like,
You know what I like about this deodorant? And I
got charcoal.
I got charcoal. It is okay. So it doesn't have the stuff in it, right? Doesn't mean it's
So the thing about it is that it has 72-hour odor protection,
Right.
natural ingredients, like naturally derived, smooth, residue-free application. Also, there's tons of scents. And they're doing right now, they have this new Valentine's Day line that's specifically for Valentine's Day, because we all think of candy when Valentine's Day comes around. I specifically think about Twix. I don't know. You probably think about
It's more Halloween.
Reese's Cups.
Oh, yeah.
That is not Halloween.
Halloween
It's candy.
treat.
How
Look.
is that a Halloween treat?
How
It's
is
a candy.
Twix.
And when
is-
it comes in a bag with hearts on it, it's Valentine's. What do you mean it's with?
Valentine's
What about
is for
Reese's
hearts,
Cups?
And that's Halloween too.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that's why I'm not with anyone.
Yeah.
Because he has rules.
Little weird rules. I have to say, I was using a certain kind of deodorant for a long time. Since we've got Native, I not only here's why I know I like it better than anything I've had, because I'm pissed off when I don't have it. Like because we're packing all the time, so I've got my stuff in my toiletry bag, then I got stuff in the drawer at home, and my stuff was still packed, and it wasn't, and I was bummed out that I had to use my old deodorant. It is, and here's the other thing too I've noticed, it works better than the stuff I've been using by far.
Oh, same.
By far. Have you noticed?
Oh yeah.
I'm using it.
Whatever
Which one
they
did
did.
you get? Sea salt and something.
Man, it is amazing. I am in a relationship with my armpits now.
You had to
Jeez.
check. Is everything good?
It's awesome.
Well, that's why I use mine for shows, and it's not just being hot. It's fight or flight on stage or before you go on stage, and so you sweat more, and so that's why we always wear. Well, we like black, but also so we don't have giant sweat rings on stage. He'll actually do the sweat test. He'll go like that on a shirt, and if it shows, he won't buy the shirt.
Yeah.
So I was surprised because a long time ago you couldn't get aluminum-free deodorant that kept you from smelling bad.
Let's be clear. That worked.
Yeah.
Right.
It has
Just be
things
clear.
like coconut oil, shea butter, and baking soda. Coconut oil, shea butter are good for hydrating your skin. So they've got this new limited edition candy shop collection. Right now they have gummy bears, strawberry and vanilla taffy, and sour berry belt. So kind of love that. Kind of love strawberry and vanilla taffy.
I'm sticking with charcoal.
It's manly. You're very manly.
Yeah. I don't want taffy pull, whatever the hell that I'm gonna stick with charcoal on it.
Taffy pull.
So
Don't get me that one as a joke. Okay.
Right now, go to nativedeo.com/Titus or use promo code Titus at checkout to get a sweet 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/Titus or use promo code Titus at checkout for 20% off your first order.
And the other products are great.
Other products. So what I went online and got, because I love the lavender rose so much, is the lotion. Because you already were using one of the body lotions. It's huge. And the price is insanely affordable. I was like, what?
But
I'm
it's
so
also
used to
it's all-
buying
it's all
really
natural
expensive
though.
stuff.
I really enjoyed that it was better quality stuff.
Well,
I
you're
like
putting stuff on your skin, which is your largest organ.
it. Right. People don't, it's on my skin, it's outside of me. No,
Yeah,
bro,
no,
it's
it's-
sucked into. What are you doing?
Largest
People
organ.
get weird. Yeah.
It's where we
People
absorb
get weird.
most chemicals and bad things. I can't believe that you both 5-year-olds didn't jump on largest organ. I waited. It didn't happen. It's because you're on a timer now. Usually the two of you
I
would have
would
been
have
like,
done large. I would have said large org, but then again, I don't have any issues.
what?
Yeah.
My
So-
skin is gone from my larger organ.
I think
God damn it.
I think of organ like
And there we go. It used to be advertised like it, and then they went into organ jokes. What are we doing?
I
you
think of
prompted
organ
it.
like that. No. Oh, you guys meant penis? Okay.
Guys, we're going to be on the road coming up here in LA. First, we're going to do Chicago. That's coming up. And then we're going to be in LA at the Ice House on May 3rd. And then at the Improv at Brea on May 4th.
Those are new shows and they are not in May. Let me do this. We are going
March.
to be at the Ice House,
Sorry.
which is doing its grand opening this
I knew it was an M
next
month.
few weeks. March the 3rd, 2 shows. It's a small club. It's going to sell out. They even said that. So get your tickets quickly because it's all part of their new opening too since the Lakers guy bought them.
Yep.
And then March 4th, 2 shows only at Brea this year.
March, not May.
So
March.
you have to get your tickets now because that will sell out too. It's a Saturday. It's only 2 shows. Titus is doing his new show, Carrying Monsters, which you were not doing last time we were there. So please come out and see us.
And then after that, Austin.
Also, Schaumburg, Improv.
I said that. That's coming up at the end of the month. And then
I was going to say when.
okay, when is it?
Schaumburg Improv, February 24th through the 26th, Friday, Saturday, and one show Sunday.
We're stupid. We have
So
a
get
podcast.
those tickets now. And then also Austin is going to be the weekend after
Yep,
the
Cap
10th
City.
and the 11th. Austin Cap City Comedy Club. I have never been there.
I have not been there until since the guy tried to come over the table at me because he had heckled me. His girlfriend was laughing too hard. He got mad. This is a long time
20
ago.
years ago?
Yeah.
It was
And
since I didn't know
He
you.
got mad and his girlfriend was laughing her ass off. He kept looking at her and he finally got mad. He started heckling me and I thrashed him. So then we're doing the merch line at the end and he gets to his turn like, hey man, I wanted to go, hey man, we're just in it, it's just part of the show, right?
Yeah.
Guy comes over the table
Oh,
and him
dear.
and I, it was. So a new guy owns the club now, so we don't have that. I shouldn't even told that story.
Yeah,
What an
now
idiot.
the
What a
memory's
moron,
back.
you moron.
So come see that not happen in Austin the second weekend of March, right after Ice House and Brea.
All right. And now it's Highlanders Fun Facts. Fun facts. It's Highlanders Fun Facts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he did it.
I can't believe he stayed on, though, to let you do
I
it.
felt like he was going to stay, so he had it. Dog's sense of smell. Let's talk about smells.
Okay.
Dog's sense of smell is 40 times more powerful than humans.
Not when this little dog farts. Not when Groucho farts. It is not. He doesn't care at all.
Here's what explains it. Dogs also have something called not necrophilia, neophilia, which they do a hump a lot of.
There's some weird dogs.
Which means they are attracted to new and interesting odors.
Yeah, you're not lying.
This might explain a lot about why your daily walks with your dog take longer on some days than others.
Well, mine smell the rabbit poops, as that guy, the boonie poops,
The boonie
as
poop.
the
Boonie-
landscaper guy said.
Landscaper.
The boonie poops.
Boonie poops all over.
So they now are wanting to eat the boonie poops, which is disgusting. And they find them. I don't see them. They're tiny. They find them. And so
We had a couple of shit eaters
we're having some
for a while.
conflict in the backyard right
bunny
now.
poops aren't cute and like fluffy
Even
and
sound.
They're
they
little,
sound
tiny, round, perfectly round pellets. Just
of different
they
colors.
just shoot them out.
cute. Well, but
different-
Groucho, first of all, their sense of smell can't be that great because Groucho would used to chomp on poop for a while when on Chaplin too.
No. I want to be very clear. I do not have a poop eater.
Not anymore.
When he was a brand new baby and he brought him home, he ate poop, and I was like, "You got to take this dog
This
back."
is why you don't kiss dogs
because
on the mouth.
I am not going to have a shit eater. And then I looked it up and I saw that there are some behavioral things that they do with an older dog, that it's cleaning up his poop to protect the area from predators and some other things that probably he had nothing to do with him too, but it made me feel better.
Yeah.
And then he stopped doing it, and that's why he's still here.
Right. I told him that. I said, listen, she's going to cut you out. I had to clean up my act too. Don't worry. It's normal.
I had to stop
Guys,
eating
thanks for
poop, too.
watching. Thanks for listening. We're gonna have to end it today because we got some people that want to work and they're really mad at me for yelling at them, and I will go apologize for yelling. And again, I think we all agree now, Titus shouldn't have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, thanks for watching. Listening, people, go to ChristopherTitus.com for all the ticket links. We have Austin up there, so if you want to get tickets for that, we will have Brea. All the ticket links will be there. If you want to get any DVDs, we have those too. We have T-shirts, stuff going on. Keep watching on Christopher Titus TV. We're going to be releasing a whole bunch of new clips from my old specials. Short bursts so you can enjoy them with your friends. And you want to say anything? Oh, go watch Ray's special.
Alpha Chick.
It's on all the platforms.
All the platforms.
Amazon Prime.
You can also buy it on my
Tubi,
website.
or go to the website and pay for it because we don't. So many people do Patreons on stuff on this, and we don't do that. And also, go get Hylinder's album.
Yes. Go to thewillingbureau.com.
WillingBureau.com.
I tried to find your website. That reminds me, on Saturday, because Aunt Kathy still wants to fix him up with someone. And she goes, you never sent me a picture. And I go, that's because he sent me a picture of Brad Pitt. And
No, I didn't.
yes, you
That
did.
was me in
and
high
I
school.
said,
That
you look
was
fat.
That was my high school picture. I was
That
my
was
fat
my
face.
response.
You
Damn
look
it.
better with a beard.
And she said, you still didn't, can you find me a picture? Can't you find me a picture? So I'm like, yes. And I look up misanthropics, can't find that way. Then I look up the traveling Wilburys, because
Oh my
that's
God.
what you call it.
Sorry. I'm sorry to me to ruin it.
So here's
The
how you
Willing
know.
Bureau.
I couldn't
Listen to
remember
me.
it.
This will not stand, sir.
I could not remember it until you just said it, and I'm like, that's what it was. I tried traveling Wilburys 3 different ways.
That's another like,
I'm sorry.
Ringo Starr is in it. Ringo was in a band
Yeah,
called
you
The
were
Beatles.
not in the
I wasn't.
pictures.
Yeah,
Jeff Lynne was in.
So-
Yeah, so Willing Bureau.
I could be Jeff Lynne for sure.
Willing Bureau.
See, couldn't remember
Not
that,
the
but that stuck
traveling
in
Willing
my head.
Bureau.
I'm not kidding. And Kathy goes, "You don't know his band?" I go, "No, this is his band."
Every week.
No, it's my fault. It's my fault. I've said it. We've said it more than the Willing Bureau.
Okay,
Guys, thanks
That's
for watching.
what it
Thanks
is.
for listening. For myself, the lovely Bombshell, Ray, and the Highlander. Later.
peace out.
Make him anyone. The Willing Bureau. God damn it.